Welcome to another mega exciting 5-minute auto pairing. Let's see what happens here. Okay, a bit late today to get a game. Are we getting a game? Okay, Michael H. I'm going again. Let's try an aggressive system with an early F5. Put the bishop over here. Okay, is b5 going to be really quick then? White's delayed castling. Can I just try and tickle this queen side, dark squares, for knight b4? I think I've seen that idea before. The game of John Nunn once, I think. Just trying to get the b4 square, interrupt the dark squares. Make sure my bishop has got scope on a7. Okay, if I do a pawn sack or something, does it matter? Or g5 for f4, just try and blast this bishop. I don't think it matters about pawn sack. I'm going to play for f4. Crunching up my bishop though at the moment. I see f4 is more like positional for this bishop to have scope, trying to break this pawn chain. I think maybe queen h5 is handy as well later. And extending the scope of this one with f4, so it's like kind of positional for both bishops to have a better time in this position to play f4 if it's a pawn sack. At least it kind of tries to liberate two bishops here. If he tries to win this pawn, I don't think that's a big deal. Get some time for my attack. The loss of that bishop would weaken the solidity, I think, of this structure for f4 to be a bit more effective if he tries to win this pawn here. Okay, so he's played that. Okay, let's play g takes, maybe just e4 with a sort of pass pawn if he plays this. Blunting the bishop anyway, I think, is attractive, and using the g file if I can. I've got d3 now for the knight. I've got a clock advantage here, which is quite nice. So use that d3 square. I guess it can be just exchanged off without too much of a problem. Exchange that off. Start using this g file. Maybe knight g4 was useful. I don't know. I'm going to come up with c5 soon. Okay, this is a bit of a problem here. c7. So queen f7 is on d5 though. And rook g8, bishop d7. Try and double on the g file. So I'm on d5. Will he protect d5? I'll play bishop d7. I seem quite solid. Okay, doesn't need to do that. Do I need to really take that? I can just leave it as rather as queen go away or protect d5. If I just play rook g8, it's more aggressive. I don't want to give him h5. So rook g8, rook g4. Okay, it's coming in for queen h4. I can play rook g4 here. Okay, first treble. This bishop is locked out of the position though. Get his queen out of here first. I guess we're going to exchange of rooks. There's not much I can do about that. I've attacked f6 from his queen. Queen d5. He's got access to dark squares here. I'll exchange off both rooks. A bit tied down, this bishop in particular. Can't really see much. Don't want to let his queen in. c6, not really that interesting. What about queen g7? Hold on a sec. Queen g7. So I do get that g file. Maybe that's a tiny little thing of use. He's in my position though. Alright, if we get rid of the queens, what happens?
Check. Okay,
is this ending terrible? Can I not gang up on... If I protect f5 and hit d5 later with this bishop maneuver, if the exchange of rooks happens, is that so bad? He hasn't got too many targets.
Check.
So I just protect my f5, then go for his d5. He's got bishop f1 to c4. I've got c6 after that. So he plays his bishop to c4. Oh no, he hasn't. Okay. Why didn't he do that? I can get a4 after. This ending diabolical. I've got a huge clock advantage. I don't think his king coming to my h-pawn looks convincing. I think king g7 there. Okay, maybe it is. Get his pawns, his a-pawn. Is there anything else? I don't want him to get one of my pawns particularly. Can I get a mating net if I protect this and play for c6 and bishop d8? It's kind of mating net almost. Well, haven't I got a passed pawn somewhere? I should have a passed pawn from winning that pawn. No? 2 to 3, he's mobilised. This c6 and bishop d8 is interesting. I'm going to lose d6 though. Well, he's only got like 10 seconds. Well, here I think I go for his queen side. Right, so I've got these. Oh, he's got his bishop on my king. That's a bit dangerous. Oh, blimey. Let's get the bishop as defensive.
Check.
Here before I get mated.
Check.
So c6. Yeah. What's the hinge of the view here? Is CD any good? I think I am better here. Just take here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm better here. I'll just take here. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Apparently I'm okay here. Black's okay here. After G takes. I don't think knight d3. So bishop e6. Apparently this is much better. Get dark square grip. Say, let's give white a move. What's the idea? Bishop a5. Alright, okay. Anyway, let's go with this. So black is slightly better. I think it's that d5 pawn, which I didn't dare take. The engine likes not taking, I think. Actually, why on earth was rook ag8 strong here? If bishop h3 here, oh, the idea is to win the queen. Because look at this, it wins the queen.
Check. Check.
Yeah, on the queen. So, wow, little finesse there with the rooks, amazing. And now it's just kind of equal.
Check. Check.
Apparently. But I thought he's got to sort of try and protect this guy, and I thought bishop f1. This is what I thought, bishop f1, and then bishop c4. That's what I expected. But no, getting the h pawn is really a good fun idea. I could have apparently gone for the queenside pawn straight away with bishop b3. But so let's just run through this. Is the engine really assessing this correctly? What happens here? How does black defend this? Say this pawn's, well, how does he arrange that pawn to sort of, I think that's the problem. This pawn might not be going anywhere. So d5, and then what? It's difficult for that pawn to go anywhere. Maybe c6 later. Okay. So this position, is this a mistake as well? h6 check.
Check.
Keeps the king away from f5. That's a bit, yeah. And now that might be a mistake. Bishop c5. Well,
check.
I don't know.
Check.
I think time pressure really is the main thing. Anyway, comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.